I think I better go and put the kettle on and give this a little bit longer. Welcome back to the Dolden Details channel, and it's a very cold edition of the channel. It's blooming freezing out here. The cars are still covered in ice. Well, over there they are. But to park the Metro in the street to get the sun on it. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be doing any exterior work on the car. Hooray for me, because it's too blooming cold. I've got two reviews to do today, all in one video. The first one is a part of a review, which is ongoing because there's so many products to review. This is a GB detailing products. Got some interior products from good old Gavin Baker to test on the Metro, and also some new brushes from Detailer's Passions. So I'm going to be using them in conjunction with the interior clean of her indoors shopping trolley on wheels. So the 1994 Retromobile that sat beside me has covered just over, well, nearly 17,000 miles. Ooh, hear you cry. Yes, it was an old lady's, and it was parked up for a very long time. It then got serviced by a mechanic and generally looked after by a mechanic and then sold on to us. So it's come to an appropriate home. There is loads of things to do on this car, i.e. a complete paint decontamination, loads of machine polishing to do, but I'll give you a nice glimpse of the interior of this car today, and we'll see if we can sort of spruce it up a bit. It actually looks probably better than my Skoda because it looks so blooming new, but it's very retro. So on with the products. Here is the first of the three bottled products from Gavin Baker. It's a citrus cleaner. Citrus cleaner has been already diluted, it's already pre-mixed, you haven't got to worry. This is a litre bottle version, available from his site, his eBay site. Normally you'd associate these with pre-washes and you know, scrubbing your tyres down, that sort of thing, door shuts, engine bay cleaning, all that sort of stuff, but I'm going to use it on the interior. As I said before, it's not that grubby, this Metro, to be honest with you, because of the lack of use, but it does have a very good purpose, and that should be revealed in the video in a couple of areas. So the next one after this is the interior dressing. Now this interior dressing, I have used this before. This is the watermelon interior dressing. Quite a neutral one. It's not sticky, there's no streaks with it, very easy to use. And the last one we're going to use, this is the odour neutralizer, or the, well, it's a bit like a germ killer really. Kills 99% of germs. So if you want to get your mother-in-law in the car, spray it when she's in there. Hope my missus don't watch this. This absolutely smells gorgeous. It's tutti frutti, this one. You're going to love it. Very easy to use. Just spray your carpets and allow it to dwell. Now, brushes. This is the new one, or newish one, from Detailer's Passions. This is Jamie's interior brush. Very harsh, but harsh for a reason. It's got nice stiff bristles on it, and this allows it to get that trapped dirt out of your carpet. Very easy to use. It's not that heavy. It looks heavy, but it's not. And the next one after this kind of looks like a big toothbrush. Nylon bristled. It's got a little grab handle on the end. Very easy to use. Handy for getting in nooks and crannies, and also very handy for cleaning gear knobs and handbrakes. If anyone has seen my Instagram, they've seen the disgusting state of the Skoda my young son owns. God knows what he's been doing, but his handbrake looked disgusting. I had to clean it up with APC and using this brush. It was vile, not very nice. And of course we've got another brush after this. I don't suppose many of you have seen this one. This is a double-ended brush. This is the larger end of the brush. Really handy this for getting into tight areas. And you will see me use this a bit later on. And this is the other end of it. Kind of looks like a little bit like a toothbrush, a small one. You could leave it in the bathroom and just tell your missus it's her new toothbrush. Why not? Now, as I did the last interior video, I sort of swept the seats down with the brush and then hoovered in all the crevices. Kind of did this much the same. Don't forget, flick those seats back and actually use the smallest, well, not the smallest brush, but one of the smaller brushes. You can actually see the dust coming out the seats. This would probably do with a wet vac, to be honest with you, but this is not the right time of year to do it. Now, one thing this does do is pick up dirt quick. What you might find, depending on your floor pans, now this car, it looks like a box from the outside, but when you get to the floor pans, you might not be able to see it. It's got a really steep sill. And it's a real tight corner, so that's why I have to switch over to this brush. There's a better shot on the passenger side. So this is purely a demo video. This wasn't like a start to finish, you know, outside interior and then interior detailing because of the weather. Blooming freezing. And also, once you've swept it up off the floor, hoover it up and then repeat the same process with the seats. Look at the dust! I blame old people myself. Old people had this car before. You've got to blame someone, haven't you? God knows what those people were thinking when they sat down and designed this car and thought, oh, that trim will look really nice with red seat belts. And then just hoover away. Now when it comes to the handbrake, use your APC, put a drying towel down so not to cover the entire car, and just use that brush to agitate. You'd be surprised what comes off of these. This one wasn't too bad, but the crap that came off the last one, my God. That's all dead skin and ugh. And then just dry it off with a fresh microfiber. Now, if there are any females watching this video, I can only apologise. You wear the makeup and what happens is it all gets stuck on these stalks and it normally goes white. It's a build up of cover up, foundation, you name it. Mascara, I don't know. So use your smallest brush, get your words out, Paul, and just agitate and then just dry it off. And of course you can follow this up with a dressing if you want. Now as I did in the previous interior detailing video, I've obviously sped this bit up. Clean those foot rubbers. They're normally pretty dire. You can see the brown muck coming off them. And just agitate. Don't forget to dry them. Just of course you've had a row with her indoors and just don't bother. So while you've got the APC in your hand, you can do your door cards. Not a huge amount of plastic on these ones because obviously the people at Rover thought that nice garish, looks like some sort of tragic wallpaper would look much better on the door cards. What were we thinking of in the 90s? I'll tell you, the people at Rover must have been on something when they designed this. And then follow it up with your dressing over the top. Don't be tempted just to go straight in with the dressing and go straight over the dirt. It's counterproductive. And of course, I must have thought long and hard and thought, oh, I wonder what looked really good in the 90s. Let's do a sea of grey plastic because that would look absolutely gorgeous. This has to be one of the most basic interiors ever. And it still confuses her indoors. Which one's the wipers? Which one's the fogs? Oh God, really? Now, when you get to your floor mats, hit it with some citrus and give them a good scrub. They even got the original mats, look, got the Rover sign there. Now once you've done this, just give them a quick rinse down. And then you can dry them off with one of these, a Blaster Sidekick. These are available from Polish Bliss, I believe. They're about 70 odd quid. And once these are dry, put them back in the car. Now, before you put your mats back, hit it with some of this. This is the Air Freshener Pro. This kills all those nasty germs that are inside your carpet, hiding inside your upholstery. And it's a lovely smell of tutti frutti. And there you have it, another basic guide to interior detailing. What a gorgeous interior. See what I mean with the door cards? Hasn't got that glossy finish. It's got a nice sheen to it. That is a cassette holder for all you younger viewers. Google it. Excuse my shaky camera work. That still confuses the wife, this stereo. It does look complicated. And don't forget, clean your knob right at the end. Well, I hope you enjoyed those retro shots of the Metro. It wasn't minging inside, it wasn't particularly filthy, but there was certainly some grubbiness there to get rid of. Let's talk through the products right from the beginning. So we'll get to the brushes in a minute. The citrus spray. Now the citrus you can use on the exterior of your car or the interior. A lot of guys associate these with pre-washes, so lower parts of the car. We could have done this today, but it is so blooming cold. I was going to do a snow foam and a pre-wash. I thought, no, we'll save it for another day. But the actual citrus cleaner from GB Detailing is usually associated with that sort of thing, but it has many, many other uses. On the interior of the car, on really dirty door cards or interior door pillars, like on a lighter colour car, brings them up fantastic. Not hugely dirty on this, but as I said before on the channel, not being sexist, on the stalks of your steering column, if you wear makeup, not me personally, good God, I don't even wear a wig, on the actual stalks, you get the makeup build up. This is normally associated with foundation, I believe, and possibly lipstick and other malarkey that women put on their fizzogs. To get rid of it, use your APC. Obviously cover up your dials, as you saw on the microfiber. It's not, you know, it's not really important, but just to limit the spray everywhere, and then give them an agitation with the little detailing brush, which came in very, very handy, and then microfiber it off. The other thing is the interior dressing. It's quite a neutral dressing. Gives it that sort of, I said this so many times before, that back to factory look. It's quite a, it's a very, very pleasant scent. The watermelon, yes, get that right, Paul, it is watermelon. It does smell really nice. It smells of watermelons, funny enough. The Air Freshener Pro, just allow it to dwell for a little while. That just sinks into the carpet. On this carpet, it's very, very tight knit. It's a really short, quite a coarse carpet. So it's pretty easy to hoover, which brings me on to the detailing brushes. Now, with this large detailing brushes, is pretty aggressive, this one. This is one from Detailer's Passions. This, you can hear that, very, very stiff, but it's good for a reason, because obviously it flicks all the dirt out from the fibres into where you want to hoover them up from. You can just go behind it if you want. Just keep agitating that carpet and do it. Just be careful on your upholstery. Word of warning, just be careful, because it is quite an aggressive brush. I will tell you that. But on carpets, absolutely fantastic. And it did rid all the carpet of the grubbiness. Obviously, we've got another one here. We've got the Vicam brush. You can use this in conjunction with it. By all means, go and purchase both. When it came to the other brush, the smaller one, this is really handy as well for getting around all the tight areas. And it can be used on the exterior of the car as well. As I said before, when you get around the door rubbers, we will cover this in another video. I've got so many videos to do, even booked into next year. We've got loads of products to do, but it's another video I want to do about detailing brushes. And also with this one, very, very handy, this tiny little one. You thought, well, where can you use that? Well, there's loads of areas where you can use this, and it was quite handy around the stalks to get rid of all that grubbiness. Not particularly a large build-up of makeup. My wife doesn't need to wear much makeup. She's so pretty, she's so good looking. She don't even watch these bloody videos, she'll never see this. So that was that brush. Obviously, not everyone's got an air blaster sidekick for drying your mats. Don't put them in your car damp, because then all the moisture from under the mat gets trapped in the carpet and it stinks, and you start getting mould and all sorts of crap, all sorts of issues. So make sure you dry them properly before you put them back in the car. Right, so on the whole, the 3 bottled products I've tested so far from GB Detailing, yep, they work very nicely. A nice, pleasant smelling, easy to use. He has got an eBay site. I'll put a link to his site. You can go and purchase these. He's also on Instagram, so give him a follow. So I'll put the link at the bottom of the video. Also with Jamie, I'll put Jamie's site on, because everyone knows who Jamie is by now with Detailer's Passions. I'm going to try and push as many products from smaller companies as I can in the near future, because I'm really passionate about this. I've said this before on numerous videos, where it's really easy for someone just to go and pick up like a bottle of Maguire's stuff or Chemical Guys and just get loads and loads of views. We don't get loads and loads of views on this channel. We're a very small channel, but I thank you to everybody who watches this channel. I'm trying to build this channel into something a bit bigger and possibly push out more videos next year. We are struggling a little bit with a light, and obviously weather this, well, today is pretty awful, to be honest with you. It's bloody freezing. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please interact with this channel. It is one thing that we love on this channel, is you please interact and put your comments, good or bad, under the video. Far away. Give it a thumbs up and please subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. The next video coming up will be a tyre dressing, one you have never heard of, and it's going to be very, very interesting, this one. See you soon, guys. I'm going to go and make a brew. Taddy bye.